Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Brown out there with Ntilikina. And it's Bonga in at the 3 spot. Down kicks to Ntilikina. Here's Bonga. From downtown, nailed from three-point land.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Misses the 3. And here's the fast break. It's Brown on the win. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And now a good time to look at our power rankings through the last part of winter. And you take a look at this home team. They slide down to the 3rd spot, trying not to slide any further.
When you look at this visiting team, they weren't supposed to be this good. I mean, people have now started to accept that they're a real factor in how this season will ultimately play out.
Here's Medu. 6 to shoot. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Stripped it away. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. It's hauled in by Brown. Here's Bonga, covered by Parker.
Come get it, come get it.
Bonga, the pass to Ntilikina. Here's Davies. Shot clock at 5. Traps in the tray.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Fires from 18. Connects, the jumper drops. He has 5.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
There's the screen. Pass to Ntilikina. To the wing on the left. Here's Bonga, covered by Parker. Bonga, no good. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Medu passes to Parker. And the 3 ball is good.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Pass to Bonga for 3. Satoransky grabs the miss.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Davies grabs the miss.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
No question that Ntilikina is athletic. Love seeing him use it to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
Now here's Parker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Beyond the arc, buries it from three-point range.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now here's Brown. Nothing on the board. Davies kicks to Ntilikina. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Releases. Misses the jumper.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Bonga deciding where to go with it. The tray. Rebound by Parker. An absolute bomb from three-point range. 11 points in the game. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Up 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
They've got Fall, and it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. Pokuševski is out there with Jones. Then there's Washington. And it's Lundberg in at the 2 guard.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
They set the pick. Here's Aprinas. Drills the three-pointer.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
They've got Anderson. And it's Lapro Vidala in at the point. From deep. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Jones is out there with Pokuševski. Then there's Washington. And it's Lundberg in at the shooting guard position. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Anderson kicks to Aprinas. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. From outside the arc, he's now 2 for 3 with that miss. Pokuševski with the ball. Still without a basket.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Jacks up a 3. Here's Fall. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Here's Aprinas. He's got 5. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Here's Abrinas from past the arc. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Outside, Jones. Now, here's Washington. Defense right on him. 6 on the shot clock. Pakusevski can't hit.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Provitola passes to Anderson. Pass to Provitola. Here's Abrinas. There's a screen. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Now Pokusevski connects from three-point range. Pakusevski's got 6 points.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
It's deflected. And they're on the break. From the arc. Pass to Lundberg. Here's Pakusevski. Launches it. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Yet another three. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Abrinas trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. A tight game here in Cleveland. 1:02 left in the first half of basketball. Pakusevski can't hit. And Anderson kicks to Abrinas. Launches a three. Made that one only his 4th of this game after firing 10 times from the floor.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Washington, that's good.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Anderson. Puts up a deep three. Pakusevski grabs the miss. Out to the wing. Fires for three. Rebound by Vesely. Anderson right side. No good with the triple. Fires the three. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And that is massive. The three at the buzzer ties it up. And they'll go to the break the way we started, Daddy.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around the...
Gotta get these fellas some allergy medicine. They're clearly allergic to the paint, and it's a problem.
Aren't you sponsored by an allergy medication?
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Parker out there with Medu. Then there's Hernan Gomez. And it's Zadaransky in at the point guard position. Bangs home the trifecta.
And the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
They've got Pokusevski. He's out there with Jones. And it's Washington in at point guard. So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Pakusevski, and a miss there on the triple. Pakusevski's gotten just 4 of his 10 shots to fall here, shooting 40%. Parker's shot is off. Washington finds Pokusevski. Jones with the screen on Hernan Gomez. Back to Washington. Stolen by Zadaransky. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take him right at the
First free throw is good. Good on both.
probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Ntilikina. Stolen away. He's covered by Brown. They set the pick from the top of the key. Bucket is good. He's got 15. The visitors with the ball. They trail by 1. That 3 off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And he uses both hands to jam it in.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Got that one up quick.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Hernan Gomez a screen. The 3 ball. Nailed from three-point land.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not. Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
A 3-pointer off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Longa's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land. The tray. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. They set the pick. Takes the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. 24 points for him.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. He's got 12.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
There's the 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Beyond the arc. We've got 1:13 left in the third. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Parker. For 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Parker's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Ntilikina kicks to Davies. Puts it up. The kick out to Brown. Puts up a 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 7 rebounds in the game. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Medu. Parker outside. Clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. And no good. Here's Bunga. Oh, and he got it to fall. Wow. Woo.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. They're up by 1. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Fall, and it's Anderson into the 3. Really left alone that time.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Here's Abrinas. Driving the lane. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Pakusevski can't hit. Pakusevski's gone 4 of 11 tonight. Provitola passes to Abrinas. Out left to the wing. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. On Friday and then on Sunday.
Substitution for the away team. Number 24, Isaiah Bryan.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Now, here's Washington. He's tightly guarded. There's a screen. Okrzewski with the ball. Clock at 4. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Fires away from way outside. That shot off. He's covered by Anderson. Pass to Pakusevski. Anderson kicks to Abrinas. Lets it go from deep. They grab their own miss. Here's Vesely. The 3-pointer, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Defended by Anderson. To tie it up. Buries the long-range jumper. It's a tie ball game.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Abrinas. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And he's very confident from that range, but he can't make them all.
Pass to Pakusevski. Sinks the 3-pointer.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
There's Abrinas. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Abrinas has got 19 points.
And a big play. 1 3-pointer right on the heels of another. And again, we're tied. How about this crowd right now? They are bananas. And anytime you're on the road and you can answer with the 3 right back and take the lead, that is what we call being beyond clutch.
There's the pick. Here's Abrinas. Out to the right wing. Fall passes to Laprovitola. Here's Abrinas. Here's the 3. Trains the 3-pointer. Abrinas has got 11 points in the quarter. They're on cloud 9.
That was a huge lift for this crowd.
Pass to Pakusevski. 1:09 left in the 4th quarter. Abrinas with a rebound. Here is Vesely. Back to Abrinas. Pass to Vesely. Anderson with the ball. To the left wing. Unloads. Good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And the 3 off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
To the right side. Takes it inside. Count it.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Here's Pakusevsky. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a...
Coming up, live coverage of this Tuesday night NBA game here on 2K Sports. And this is Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce, our reporter tonight. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Campazzo in at the 1.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. There's a screen. From outside the arc. The shot, no good. Puts up a 3. Doesn't go that time. Pass to Azonia. About a minute played here so far in the first. Garuba with the bucket.
Usman Garuba.
Garuba's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to fall from beyond the arc. From deep three-point land. Misses again, now 0 for 3.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
Here's Azonia. From deep. Drills it from deep.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Nails it from 3.
Yeah, I feel for him right now, guys. He's much better than this 1 for 4 start. He just needs to relax a little bit out there and let that game come around to him.
Here's Campazzo. And he's going for the oop here. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. That shot's good by Parker.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Pass to Campazzo. Here's Musa, and he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's Campazzo, covered by Satoransky. The drive by Campazzo. Nifty move. And he lays it up and in.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Pass to Parker. They swipe it. Here's Azonia. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
From downtown. Not going to go that time.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
To the left side wing. Lets the 3 fly. Nails it from beyond the arc.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Can't connect, making him 1 for 6 from the field.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Back to Garuba. Let's go with a 3. Hits the trifecta. Garuba's got 9 points.
And they've got the D reeling. A full 3-point attack right off the tip.
Here's Parker. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Azonia. Here's Garuba. Pass to Azonia. 4 on the clock. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable. I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot again. His teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. to the left wing. Here's Musa. Kept alive. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Garuba. He's got 9. There's a screen from Garuba. Here's Campazzo. Up and in on the layup. Campazzo's got his second basket.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And a double-digit lead on the score. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Out left to the wing. Here's Deck. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Three-pointer. That shot off the mark. They absolutely want to add to what's already a big lead.
No question, B.A. No reason to let up. Just keep playing your game.
To the right side. Here's Ibaka. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right
now. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. From the arc. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
To the inside. And he banks in the layup.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Deck. He's scoreless. For 3. That shot missing. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Counted from distance. Deck's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Back to Anderson. Over to the wing. Takes a 3. Sinks the tray. He's got 5.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
A minute 50 left in the second. 5 to shoot. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Fall.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. It was right in his jersey.
Had a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Now here's Ibaka. Tight defense on him. To the paint. Here's Deck. The layup off target.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Here's Vesely. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
to Ibaka. Launches a three. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Here's the three. The shot no good.
Not his best night and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Anderson. Here's Vesely. Deck with a rebound. Deck's got 4 rebounds in the game. From outside the arc. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. So we conclude the first half. They lead by 13. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Offense is clicking right now. They're playing high-quality ball, selfless. I'm surprised they're not up by more.
That being said,
Let's shift gears now. And that's a wrap on.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. So it's the home team now, trailing by 13. Willie Hernangomez is out there with Chimezie Metu. And it's Satoransky in at the point.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in at the shooting guard position. Out to the wing. Tipped, and that goes out of bounds. Now keep possession. The visitors with the ball. Fires the three. Gets the 3 ball to go. Give him 8.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
We've got Willie Hernangomez, and it's Parker in at the 3. No good on the 3.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Hazonia in at the small forward. Let's go with a 3. That shot is off.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Chimezie Metu out there with Willie Hernangomez. And it's Satoransky in at the point guard position. Parker's gone 3 for 3. Perfect so far from long range. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Hazonia in at the 3, the small forward. Right wing. Stolen by Parker. Willie Hernangomez is out there with Chimezie Metu. And it's Satoransky in at the point. Looking to end this cold spell. The shot misses.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in at the 2. Jacks up a 3, and Metu pulls it down.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
We've got Willie Hernangomez, and it's Satoransky in at point guard. Connects from downtown. Hernangomez has got his first 3 points of the game. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Musa in at the shooting guard position. There's a screen. Here's Garuba. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
The team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Parker, no good. Here's Garuba. Parker defending. Pass to Hazonia. Right around 3 minutes into this second half.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
From deep three-point range, Parker, no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far. He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Hernan Gomez sets a screen. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Give him 8.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Pass to Azonia. Inside. Here's Musa. Here's Azonia. 13 points in the game. 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. Musa, good. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Garuba. Here's Musa. The 3. Satoransky pulls it in.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
There's the triple. There's the 3. He can't get it to go. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Up by 15. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Lets it go from deep. That shot off. For 3. Knocks down the long K. Pass to Deck. The 3 is up. Pure from three-point range.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul.
The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Over to the left wing. Screen by Ibaka. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the corner. That one doesn't drop.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Pulls up on the wing. It's rebounded by Ibaka. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock.
First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the home team now. It's a 13-point game. The 3. It's rebounded by Ibaka. 2 minutes gone by here in the 4th. This one for 3. He's off on that one. Outside, Anderson. Off target with the 3.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Knocks it down from distance.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times. Well, he just nailed his second three of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for your home team.
Screen by Ibaka.
Cody.
From deep. And Parker pulls it down. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Puts up a three. Knocks down the triple.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Pass to Deck. Just 5 to shoot. They get it back. On target from range.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. 4-3. The shot that time not on target.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
The three is up. It's hauled in by Fall. Deck's gone, only 2 of 7 from outside the arc. Oh, ripped away. Parker defending. It's stolen. In transition. From behind the arc. No good there. Now here's Ibaka. He's closely guarded. No good from the wing. 3-on-3. The deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Screen by Ibaka. Fires the three. It's deflected.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Here's Deck. Gets to the corner and hits it. It's tipped. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They
Welcome, everyone, here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Hezonja, and it's Musa in at the two-guard spot. Pasko shoots it. That one's in, his first shot this game. Here's Musa. From past the arc. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Ntilikina looking it over. Out to the right wing. Baseline try. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And, you know, Ntilikina has outstanding height at the point guard spot. He's a big point guard, which really is an advantage in seeing the floor.
Here's Garuba. Into the lane. Here's Hezonja. Off with the layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Hits it from three-point range. He's got 5.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. For the 3. Good on the triple.
So real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Ntilikina. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Musa. He's covered by Brown. Musa passes to Garuba. Inside, here's Tavares, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Pasko. Brown deciding where to go with it. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Hezonja, the pass to Garuba. Back to Hezonja. Just 4 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. They get it back.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Here's Bonga. Ntilikina. And Garuba pulls it down. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. To the middle. Pass to Musa. Wide open. And he connects with the jumper. Musa's got 5.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
A rebound by Hezonja.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
To the paint. Garuba, the pass to Musa. And here is Hezonja. From downtown. And rebounded by Davies. Hezonja's gone 1 of 4 so far.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Campazzo, the pass to Musa. Lets it go with a three. No good on the shot.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
The three. Davies down low. Pass to Ntilikina. Takes a three. Rebound by Tabares. And now, here's Hazonia. He's covered closely. The three. No good there. And they're moving it up. Here's Bonga. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three. And he's got his first free throw of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And it's tied up with that one.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
We're at the end of the first, Clark, in a close game so far. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's Huey. Ibaka with a screen on Washington. Lets it fly. Back to Ibaka. Fires from deep. And Jones pulls it down. Now, here's Washington. Tight defense on him. Lets it go. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. 5 points in the game. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Fires the three. Knocks down the three ball.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Here's Pakusevski. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. He's covered by Washington. Takes it inside. In the corner, Ibaka with it. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc. The shot, no good. Here's Pakusevski, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Pakusevski's got himself going there, his first points of the game in the deep ball. Ibaka with the screen on Washington. Ibaka, the pass to Deck. Shoots the three. Pakusevski grabs the miss. Now, here's Washington. Guarded closely. Out to the right wing. Okrzewski with the ball. This one for three. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Here's Deck. On the high post, he drills it. Deck's got 5 points in the quarter. Deck's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Pass to Pakusevski. Back to Washington. Here's Lundberg. Here's Pakusevski. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. There's the triple. Doesn't get it to drop for him. next one in from the wing. He has 7.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Here's Deck, defended by Jones. He's covered by Washington. To the wing right side. Deck. Off target from outside. .119 left here in the second.
First personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the away team. Number 25.
We've got 1:18 left in the first half of the game. To the left side wing. Washington finds Pokuševski. 5 on the clock. From deep. He can't get that one.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Ibaka, the pass to Deck. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
34 seconds left in the first half. Here's the screen. Out to the wing. Stolen by Washington. Pass to Pokuševski. Over to the wing. Now, here's Washington. Come on. And it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Ntilikina. Hasn't made one yet.
So tricky with the pump fake. Ntilikina is solid at using it to draw defenders in the air.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He's off on the second.
3 shots.
And he nails the third. 9 seconds left now here in the second. The tray. It's good from long range. 8 points for him. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. They're up by 10. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed. Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did play?
Oh, my goodness. I make a lot more money, Ernie, than I did in my playing days, especially if you consider that all guys do is dunk and shoot threes, and as many threes as I did. Oh, my God.
Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the visiting team. Thanks for joining us.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Ntilikina out there with Brown. And it's Davies in at the center. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half. A rebound by Hazanya.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Musa. And that one is hammered home.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Oh, good with the triple. Here's the break. Here's the screen. Pass to Garuba. And the three ball is good. Garuba's got 5.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Puts up a deep 3. Bonga, no good.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Musa can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Jacks up a 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Musa's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Sinks the triple.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Pass to Azania. Here's Tavares, right wing. There's a good screen. Here's Musa. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here's Brown outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brown's got his second basket.
That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
Here's Musa. Off target from three-point range. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Out to the right wing. Pass to Bonga. Fires from deep. Davies dishes to Brown. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Brown's got his third basket of the night.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Musa passes to Garuba. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And that one, good. Campazzo's got his first points of the game.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Here's Bonga. Pass to Ntilikina. Six to shoot. The high post shot with the putback. It's good on the putback.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
1:12 left here in the third quarter. They set the screen. The three. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Azania, the pass to Garuba. Now Hazonia. Pass to Garuba. This one for 3. Bonga pulls it in. Bonga's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Davies. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No good on that one. Davies has gone 1 of 3 on the night.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here. Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Here's Ntilikina. From about 16, that one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Up 9. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Davies has gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. Ibaka with the screen on Washington. And the call is good. Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. Washington's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Washington's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Jones, the pass to Washington. Fades. Pass to Pakusevsky. Just 5 to shoot. And it's off from three-point range. Pakusevsky's gone 1 of 6 shooting from the field. Ibaka, no luck. Ibaka's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And here's Washington outside. Drills. It from outside. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. To halt the run. And Jones pulls it down.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
On Thursday, then on Friday. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
And it's Washington missing. Misses the three. Their offense is really clicking.
And yeah, I can see them adding even more points.
Jones. And he's off on his first shot of the game.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Deck's gone just 1 of 4 from deep. Here's Pakusevsky. Offensive rebound. Jones kicks to Washington. Takes the three. Here's Pakusevsky from beyond the arc and then some.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards. And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence.
Oh, what a shot!
Oh, he brought the rain from deep.
Oh, the heat from way downtown, and it goes. That might be the craziest non-buzzer beater I've ever seen.
Pakusevsky's gone 2 of 8 from long range here. The offensive rebound. Here's Deck. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Lets the three fly. Connects from three-point range.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Here's Pakusevsky from deep three-point territory. Launches from deep. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Deck off target with his three. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Now here's Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. Traps in the tray.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Here's Deck. He can't hit that time.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half. A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Pakusevsky, the pass to Washington. From deep three-point land. And no good that time. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Jones, no one around him. No good from outside. Launches it from deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And so the home crowd treated to a win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control.
Welcome to the New Year's Eve festivities here on 2K Sports. We're ready to bring the year to a close in style. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Willie Hernan-Gomez is out there with Chimezie Metu. And it's Parker in at the 3, the small forward. Satoransky passes to Parker. Oh, it's stolen away. Here's the break. Here's Bonga. They grab their own miss. Takes a 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Satoransky. There's a screen by Metu. Here's Hernan-Gomez. Takes the 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
To the middle. Beyond the arc. He got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Here's Bonga. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Satoransky. And it's in there.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Now here's Brown. Here's Bonga. Three-pointer, no good.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Down low. Here's Metu. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. Now, if you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Three-pointer. Pass to Bonga. The 3-ball. Hernan-Gomez with a rebound.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Launches it from deep. Hauled in by Brown.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Bonga gets the bucket. Bonga's got 6.
That's his second make in 7 attempts. Not a pretty start.
There's a screen by Metu. Fires from deep. That one is off.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
And it's off from three-point range. And there's 1:38 left in the first quarter here. Man, showing some terrific range.
He was cold, but that basket might get him going. 1 for 6 now.
Hernan-Gomez, the pass to Metu. And here's Satoransky. Parker outside. Shot clock at 6. Off the mark there with a 3. Three-pointer. Satoransky pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Sinks it from distance. He's got 6.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the looking like from 3 and capitalized.
Oh, got that one up quick.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by Ntilikina.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Bonga gets the bucket.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
From downtown. Another miss. 2 for 9 so far. Pass to Ntilikina. Offensive rebound. Kick out to Brown. He gets it up. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. They lead by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Let's get you back to the action on the floor as the New Year's Eve festivities continue. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Here's Pokuševski, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Pokuševski's gotten his first basket of the night.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Drops in the 3.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Lets it fly. Kicks it out to Anderson. No good on the triple. Pass to Jones. Here's Pokuševski. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Pokuševski's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Goes up on the wing, and that's good for 2. He's got 5. So it's the home team now. They lead by 4. Jones with a screen on Anderson. Hits the trifecta.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. From the top of the key, Jones grabs the board.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Pokuševski's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Lets the 3 fly. Washington grabs the miss. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Drains the triple.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
They can't stop the run with that one.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Misses the wing 3.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Anderson for 3. No good on the shot. Now here's Pokuševski. Anderson covers. They get it back. Pass to Lundberg. Pokuševski with it. Give him 8. 6 to shoot. Lundberg's shot is off. It's Anderson on the wing. He's guarded by Washington. Here's Vesely. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Pokuševski.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Jones feels it out. Here's Pokuševski. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
These are his first free throws of the game.
3 shots.
And the second free throw is good. And he makes all 3.
showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
From the wing. Oh, he drilled it. He's shooting 3 for 8 from the floor.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Here's Lundberg. No points yet. Pass to Washington. Now Pokashevsky. Here's Lundberg. Now Washington. Here's Pokashevsky. It's hauled in by Fall. And that one is stuffed right through.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And the deficit down inside single digits. He's got 10. It's Pokashevsky on the wing. 11 points in the game. And it's Washington missing. Outside, Anderson. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
And so that brings the first half to a close. They lead by 8. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
24.
We know the draft's an inexact science, even with all that prep that goes into it. So congrats to the teams that chose these.
And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the visiting team.
They're not a...
Thanks for joining us.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Nice game. Great performance by Alexei Pokashevsky.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Looking to get back on track. And he lays it in.
And he's looking to get on a roll here to start the second half.
Well, that's how to start the second half strong. Going right at the rim and building some positive momentum.
We've got Chemezi Metu. He's out there with Willie Hernan Gomez. And it's Parker in at the 3. He buries it from 3.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Nice jump shot from the top of the key. We've got Willie Hernan Gomez. And it's Sadaransky in at the 1. And it's Bonga missing. Bonga has gone 3 of 9 tonight from the field. Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 13.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Launches it. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Count it.
Well, something changed for him at halftime. He's been more solid on the offensive end.
From the arc. Brown passes to Bonga. 4 on the clock. On target from range. Bonga's got 12 points in the game.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
The 3 is up. It doesn't go for him.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Three-pointer. Knocks down the triple.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his second triple of the half, his 5th overall.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, there are some players who felt the 65-game requirement for postseason awards was too high. The NBA's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, said, quote, "You're still allowed to miss 20% of the season. People pay to go, and they want to see their stars play." Brian, it's all about the fans.
True enough, Allie. Thanks. Fires the three. And Metu pulls it down.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Setting up in the half court where they've been somewhat ineffective.
And that's in part because this defense has been so solid.
Bonga. Off target with the open look.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
That's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Picked his pocket. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Metu, pass to Hernan Gomez. The open shot by Parker. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Parker's got his first points of the night.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Here's Ntilikina, covered by Satoransky. No good from outside. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Gets the three to fall.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of that.
Out to the right wing. There's 39 seconds left in the third. Out left to the wing. Bonga gets the bucket. Bonga's got 9 points here in the second half.
And they're giving up way too many second chance points.
Fires the three. Knocks down the long J.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And he knocks down the first one. Both teams deciding to change it up.
At the line for 2.
So he gets them both. The visitors with the ball. There's a screen. Kicks it out to Anderson from behind the arc. And he can't get that one. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Up 7. And time for a short... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. We've got Washington, and it's Pokuševski in at the 4. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Pokuševski. Anderson covers. Now here's Pokuševski. There's the 3.
Number 45. First personal foul.
It's intercepted. And they're on the break. Now here's Washington. Defense right on him. To the left wing. Takes a 3. And no good. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Pulls it. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. Pokashevsky's got 4 rebounds now. Nails it from 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Releases. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. Pokashevsky's got 5 rebounds in the game. Washington passes to Pokashevsky. The 3, got a hand on it, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Number 0, Cody.
Washington outside. Shot clock at 5. Releases. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
The rebound by Lundberg.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got 4 rebounds in the game. And he nails the open triple off the break. He's got 24.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
Puts up a 3. Counted from distance.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Ball stolen. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th now. Pure from 3-point range.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
There's a screen. The 3. Washington grabs the miss. But Grant, it's obvious who's been in control of this game.
You know, you really have to appreciate their relentlessness.
Now into the lineup for your home team, Brian Barber.
Minute 32 left in the 4th quarter. Sinks the tray.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Back to Pokashevsky. With the fadeaway. 5 on the clock. To the wing on the left. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Fall.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Beyond the arc. Knocks it down from distance.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Offensive rebound. Yes!
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Washington outside. And here's Pokashevsky. Launches a 3. Unable to get that one. And they're on the run. Oh, nails the triple.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
The 3 from Washington. It's not going to go for him.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Metu. He's out there with Hernan Gomez. Parker out there with Satoransky. Shoots the three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Tavares. Here's Campazzo. Satoransky covering. Campazzo, the pass to Garuba. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Count the basket.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Over to the left wing. Here's Musa. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Azania. Finish off by Hezonja.
Oh, big finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Parker passes to Satoransky. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Satoransky. Hands it from downtown. 8 points for him.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Pass to Musa. Here's Garuba. Here's Musa for 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Screened by Parker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Musa passes to Garuba. Knocks down the 3 ball. Garuba's got 6. Garuba's gone 2 for 3 from deep. And it's Parker in the corner. Money from the wing.
Assisted by Tony.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Pass to Garuba.
2 minutes remaining. First 2 minutes.
A 3 ball. Rebound by Parker. Satoransky with it. Offline with his 3. Here's Campazzo. Satoransky covering.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Shoots. It is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts. Pass to Garuba. Here's Campazzo. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Rebound by Tavares. 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Musa. Pass to Azania. Parker with the steal. And here they come. Satoransky finds Parker. From the arc. Hernan Gomez passes to Parker. Here's Metu. Got a piece of it. Here's Azania. Hits the jumper in space.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Parker. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Parker. Takes it off the glass. Parker's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Here's Garuba. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Taking 2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Leading by 7. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
They've got Anderson, and it's Fall in at the 5 down low. And here's Anderson from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Anderson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on.
Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. Screen by Ibaka. Clock at 6. From downtown, Abrinas with a rebound. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. From outside, off the mark. Drains the three-pointer.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a three-pointer. That's a bad decision.
Here's Laprovitola. The kick out to Anderson. No good on the 3. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Here's Huey. Yep, it counts.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
From outside the arc, the rebound by Ibaka. They swipe it. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Here's Abrinas. No good on the triple.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
Pass to Deck. Here's the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Deck's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Ball stolen. Inside. Here's Abrinas. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Here's Huey. Pass to Deck. Screen by Ibaka.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Launches a 3. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And there's a minute 45 left in the first half. Bangs home the trifecta.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Huey. He's covered by Anderson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Second free throw, no good. 1:19 left to play here in the second quarter.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Takes a three. Rebound by Vesely. Vesely's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside. Fall passes to Laprovitola. And it's Abrinas in the corner. They set the pick. Beyond the arc. They get it back. Vesely, and then Vesely with the dunk.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Left side, Ibaka. Pass to Deck. Just 5 on the clock. From past the arc. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Now here's Anderson. To the wing on the left. Vesely kicks to Anderson. Puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried. Anderson's got 6 here in this quarter. Ibaka for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
That'll do it for the first half. Up 9, and we'll be back right after this.
The visiting team, 25. Make some noise and get ready for the fifth.
You hear that?
Yeah.
That's the sound of the offense. They were absolutely
All right, and now time. Thank you for being with us.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We've got Hezonja, and it's Garuba in at the power forward position. From deep three-point land, from beyond the arc, and then some. 11 points in the game.
Oh, man, what a shot. He hit that from another time zone.
We've got Hernan Gomez. Parker out there with Medu, and it's Satoransky in at the 1 spot. Here's Musa. Pass to Garuba. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. We've got Hezonja, and it's Tavares in at the center. Now Parker. Medu passes to Parker. 3-pointer. Rebound by Tavares. Medu is out there with Hernan Gomez. Then there's Parker, and it's Satoransky in at the 1. Campazzo's shot is off. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. There's the pick. Puts up a deep 3. And Campazzo pulls it down. Pass to Musa. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Musa's got 6. Musa's gone a perfect 2 of 2 from the arc. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And now here's Hezonja. He's guarded closely. Good on the 3-point shot.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Nothing on the board. Fires for 3. Rebound by Tavares. Tavares has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Here's Parker with the 3. Offensive rebound. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Quick to the punch. Good anticipation by Willie, that time owning the offensive glass.
And now, here's Hezonja, covered by Parker. Shoots it up. Hezonja's shot is off.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite. This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
Here's Campazzo. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Musa. His three-pointers off the mark. Down low. And the three ball is good. 14 points for him.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
1:39 left to play in the third. They grab their own miss. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Well, a trend that we've seen over the past couple years is that the league is getting younger, Doris, than ever before.
And, Kevin, that's a product of players starting to train seriously at a young age. And what they're training is their skill level, handling, passing, and shooting. The key here is, do they have a nuanced understanding of the game? There is where the growth has to come, but it is definitely getting younger.
Drills it from outside.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Kicked away. Here's the screen. Unloads. And Garuba pulls it down.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Campazzo, the pass to Musa. There's the triple. Rebound by Parker. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And Garuba pulls it down. Here's Musa. 6 points for him. There's the three. Garuba's shot is off. Parker looking over the floor. From deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Parker's got his 3rd bucket of the night. It could go. And the last-second attempt does not go in for him. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. They lead by 7. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
They've got Fall, and it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. Abrinas' shot is off.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Ibaka for 3. That shot off. Anderson outside. Pass to Laprovitola. Here's Abrinas. The 3. Here's Vesely, and Vesely slams it in.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
Well, yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Abrinas with the bucket.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And that one ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Both teams will make substitutions. We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Here's Musa. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Laprovitola. Fires the three. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 20.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Shot clock at 6. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Puts up a deep three. Can't hit that one. Here's Musa. Pass to Ibaka. Launches it. Fall with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Fires from the wing. The shot, no good.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
There's the screen. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Pass to Laprovitola. Here's Abrinas, and that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Medu, he's checked in for Vesely. Off target from three-point range.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Pass to Azania. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Hazonia defending. And stolen by Hazonia. Ibaka with the ball. They get a hand on it. Pass to Azania. Screened by Ibaka. Lets it go with a three. Fall with the rebound. There's 38 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Got it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target. Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Some good.
To have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Here's Campazzo. This one for three. Musa, no good. No good with the triple. Here's Campazzo. From deep. Drills it from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Fires from the wing. The shot, no good.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Here's Musa. The offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Launches it. He drops it from range. He's got 6.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Here's Garuba. Here's Hazonia to the left side wing. There's a screen from Garuba. Out left to the wing. 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. Sends it home from three-point land.
Kick to the outside, heads-up play, cognizant of the entire floor.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, BA.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Bonga. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Musa. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Hazonia. Second chance shot. The shot's good.
Yeah, they've given up so many second chance points. It's really been the catalyst for this run.
Looking to end the run. Deflected. Fast break. Here we go.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Campazzo. He can't hit that time.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
And the basket by Brown.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. And they're running. Moving it up. Pass to Bonga. 4-3. No good that time. And here's the fast break. Here's Hazonia. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. To the inside. Here's Musa. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. To the wing, right side. 52 seconds left to play in the first. And that one drops for him.
Yeah, they've done quality work on the offensive glass.
Pass to Brown. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Give him 8 points now. Here's Campazzo, defended by Brown. Musa, no good.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Pass to Ntilikina. Here's Bonga. Jacks up a 3. Connects from downtown. 11 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Musa. Fires for 3. Can't hit that one. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Up 1. And we'll be back right after. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
When you're the more aggressive club, good things tend to happen. We'll see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
We've got Washington, and it's Pokashevsky in a power forward. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
There's the triple. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Deck attacking. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer off the mark. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Buries it from 3.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Ibaka for 3. The rebound by Lundberg.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Good.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Jones sets a screen. Deck with a rebound. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Ibaka. From outside the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
It's good on the putback. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
It's Pokuševski on the wing. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Pokuševski's got 6.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And he lobs it up. Out to the wing. Back to Washington. Let's go with a 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
He's guarded by Washington. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Three-pointer. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Back to Ibaka. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Ibaka's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Pass to Pokuševski. Oh, it's stolen. And here they come. Back to Ibaka. To the wing on the left. Deck passes to Ibaka. No good on the triple.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Jones sets a screen. Here's Pokuševski. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Deck. Hits a three-pointer. Deck's got 9. Deck's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. Here's Pokuševski. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. It's a one-on-one situation. Got it off in time. And that's not gonna go. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Up 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. We've got Usman Garuba, and it's Campazzo in at the point. For the tie, drained it for 2 points. He's got 5. Campazzo's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Pass to Brown. Here's the 3. Fires in the triple.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Here's Garuba. Give him 8 points now. There's a screen from Garuba. Here's Musa from downtown. The shot won't fall. Here's Ntilikina. No good from outside. In transition, here they come. Lets it go from deep. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Hezonja. Tries a 3 off the inbound. Sinks it from distance.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Out to the right wing. Here's Bonga. Over to the left wing for 3. He buries it from 3.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Here's Hezonja. He's got 5. In transition, here they come. Bonga, the pass to Ntilikina. Here's Bonga. Takes the 3. That one no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
There's a screen from Garuba. Pass to Hezonja. Here's the break. From deep 3-point land. And Hezonja pulls it down. Here's Campazzo, defended by Brown. And Campazzo missing. It's a neck-and-neck game in Miami. Here's Bonga. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Campazzo. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Pass to Bonga. Drops in the 3. He's got 14.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the 3-point battle.
Here's Garuba. Fires it to the right side. Goes up at the elbow. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. This one for 3. No luck on that one.
That's exactly how you have to defend them on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
That one goes. Count it. Here's Ntilikina. No points so far. Launches it. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
Ooh, that's his third 3 of the half after putting up a pair before halftime. Fantastic shooting display from him.
Pass to Musa. Here's Hezonja. Clock at 6. And that one is hammered home.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Brown, no good.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
For the tie. Musa, good. And that'll tie this game up.
He's finally getting a chance to show off his range. I know he wishes he would have found his shot in the first half.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Give him 20.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big man in the league today than we've ever seen.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Washington, and it's Pokashevsky in at the power forward position. Pass to Deck. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got his 4th rebound in this one. Intercepted. Here's Deck. Screen by Deck. That 3's off the mark. Washington outside. To the left wing. Here's Pokashevsky. Deck with a rebound.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Ibaka with a screen on Washington. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't go for him. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Back to Pokashevsky. 6 to shoot. Washington outside. Unloads. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Defended by Jones. Pass to Deck.
Horrible mistake right there. I hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th now. Picked by Pokashevsky. Now here's Washington. He shoots. It's rebounded by Ibaka.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
They still need this, and he dunks it down.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Boy, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
That's what lackluster defense will get you. You deserve to get dunked on with that type of effort.
Back to Washington. It's Pokashevsky on the wing. That's Ibaka defending. Pokashevsky the miss. Pokashevsky's gone just 2 of 7 from distance. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Pass to Ibaka. Yes! He nails it! 1:57 left to play in the 4th.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Bonga. Drills it from deep.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Now here's Ibaka. He's covered closely. Pass to Musa. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Gets the three to fall.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Ibaka.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Musa. Off target with the three.
Questionable shot selection on that three. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Back to Pokuševski. Pass to Bonga. Back to Pokuševski. Cranes the triple.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And it's Bonga missing.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Musa, no good. Fires from way outside. Offensive board. Out to the right wing. And so the road team gets the W in this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road.